Hello, candle lovers. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Greg, and this is all about candles. Happy Saturday, everyone. And today I'm bringing you not just one, but two candle hauls. You'll have to stay tuned to find out what the second one will be. I will drop it in a few hours. But for now, let's talk good old Bath and Body Works. I hit up the store today because there is a candle sale, and I really finally wanted to get my hands on the Latin American Heritage Month collection. I have to say, I think that the aesthetic of these candles is much better than the past sort of perfumer collection series have been. They all have really cute colored lids on them, and the colors are so vibrant and fabulous. I really like the packaging on this collection. I still don't like the gigantic text box, and in Canada we get it even textier because there is English and French on all of these. They had the big display at the Bath and Body Works for Latin American Heritage Month, and it said, "Discover the vibrant, joyful, and bold beauty of this candle collection from perfumer Adriana Medina and designer Carolina Martinez Rudolfo." Two lovely women, quite talented, I think. I've smelled these fragrances and I really like them so far. But let's do a little bit of a deep dive. We will start off with the Festival de Las Flores. Like I said, I think that these wraparounds are some of the much better wraparounds than they've done. It's almost like a colorful woven basket here. Yeah, and I like the color schemes on these. What does it say? The Flower Festival in Medellin is an incredible Colombian tradition during which the city of eternal spring, as it is known, is filled with flowers, art, dancing, and celebration. The scent notes on here are parade of flowers, fresh blooms, and creamy tonka bean. We've got white wax, and we have got, these are the thick, stubby sort of tree stump wicks, okay? Not a great sign for these wicks, and also not a great sign when there's a big dip in the wax pool like that. I checked out quite a few of these candles, and I specifically noticed that this Festival de las Flores, I specifically noticed that these ones looked like the pores on them were kind of roughly done, but I tried to pick the nicest one I could find. So if you are in the shop, keep your eyes peeled for that. Anyways, we got parade of flowers, fresh blooms, creamy tonka bean. This is a really, really lovely floral. It's a really lovely creamy floral. Obviously, this is pretty off season. This is definitely a springtime candle. But you know what? Like, a lot of the time in fall, I've talked about this before, but a lot of the time in fall, I feel like I do get a little bit bogged down by all the gourmands and spices and apples. And so I might actually like burn this at some point in the next couple of weeks. Now the flower in here, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a lilac. We don't get any specific details. It just says parade of flowers and fresh blooms. I'm getting a bit of a lilac for sure. And the creamy like tonka bean on the bottom is really quite pronounced. This isn't a really like high range perfumey floral. This is very like mid-range to base range. And it's really nice and smooth. It reminds me a little bit of pink lilac and vanilla. It reminds me quite a bit of that, but with not as like strong and like smooth and syrupy of vanilla. This is like much more of a light creamy tonka bean. Yeah, it's really lovely though. I like this one a lot. Like I said, it's mostly lilac forward to me. Yeah, I love this one. That smells great. Okay, up next we have got Brown Sugar Coconut. I feel like this might be the one that a lot of people are sort of really clamoring for. One of the things that I do like about these sort of perfumer series, Heritage Month collections that they do, is that the collections all have 4 candles in them, and there's a little bit of something for everyone. There's generally a gourmand, a floral, a fruit, and brown sugar and coconut sounds like something that might be right up my alley. The scent notes we have here are creamy coconut, brown sugar glaze, and vanilla bean. And it says, a sweet scent memory of yummy cacao treats from my childhood, instant happiness. Okay, this is nice. This is interesting though. I thought it would be sweeter. It's not super sweet. I'm getting, brown sugar. I don't know about that. I don't know about brown sugar. I'm definitely getting a coconut, but something about this smells a little bit muted to me, but it is really lovely. Gosh, it reminds me a touch of vanilla coconut surf. I can't really say if I would detect the brown sugar. The coconut is quite obvious. It's almost kind of like a warm and toasty coconut. It's nice though, it's really nice. It smells a little bit weaker than I would like it to be. We've got thin core wicks on this though, so it should burn pretty well and pool out quickly. I like this one, but I can't quite put my finger on what it's trying to be or do. But I think I like it. This one might grow on me. We'll have to see. All right, we also have Rainforest Jungle. I really do love the colors and this sort of like woven basket, like textured wraparound. They've done a very good job at concealing the seams on these wraparounds. You can barely see them. Like I said, I think that these are some of the most nicely designed like perfumer series candles that they've done. Rainforest Jungle, it says, inspired by the rich scents of a South American rainforest with its towering eucalyptus trees and damp, lush earth. The notes are soft rainfall, lush trees, and dewy eucalyptus. I thought that this one was going to be my favorite, but I don't think it is, but I do like it. I feel like I'm picking up on like an agave note from this one as well. The eucalyptus is really nice and smooth. It's not like super duper sharp. And I guess like the lush trees and the soft rainfall, that kind of just indicates like sort of a botanical, freshly mown grass type of vibe. It doesn't get minty. It's definitely like a distinctly eucalyptus candle, but it is a really nice eucalyptus note. Eucalyptus for me can kind of go either way, but I like this one. I also feel like I'm picking up on something that's a touch fruity, like an agave or something, but I like it. Oh, and we've got thin core wicks on this one, so we can hope it performs really nicely. Oh, I just can't decide if I'm gonna want to start burning these right away. It's not a very appropriate fall time collection, but I'm so enticed. I feel like I might just pretend it's rainforest time. I like this one. You guys know I love a botanical like rainforesty situation. That one's really nice. This one I anticipated I would like the least, but it is a surprise for me, a pleasant surprise. This one is Mango Passionfruit. Really bright, vibrant use of color on these candles. I really like it. This one has like the longer, thick, ropey wicks, not like the tree stub situation. These ones are longer, so that makes me kind of positive. It says, an ode to the rich abundance of vibrantly juicy, sensationally sweet, and tangy tropical fruits grown under the golden sun. And the scent notes are juicy mango, ripe passion fruit, and fresh pineapple. And this is a very juicy candle, and it smells strong. This smells like it's gonna be incredibly strong and juicy. I mean, it is dangerously close to sort of a Tropicana vibe. You know, the Tropicana juice? You know how there's like the Tropicana juice that is kind of like a blend of like orange and passion fruit and mango? This really brings to mind that. But I like that it's strong. I like how rich and juicy and kind of sharp it is. Yeah, usually candles like this are a hard pass for me, especially sort of like mangoey, pineapple, orangey notes from Bath and Body Works. I do not tend to be a huge fan of. I can often find them to be quite a little too synthetic for me, but this one is quite nice. I wouldn't say that it smells synthetic, but I would say that it is perhaps a little bit juice from concentrate, Tropicana type style, you know what I mean? But it's got that juicy note is kind of what I think is really making this stand out, but also kind of what I'm not loving about it. I almost didn't pick this one up, but then when I smelled it again, I was like, well, this might be really good when it's burning. But I think that this one definitely has to wait until summer, folks. Yeah, the only one that, in fact, I don't really think any of these are seasonally appropriate for fall or Christmas. I think that this would be a really great, like, late spring into summer collection. But I mean, you can't really like change the date that it's gonna be Latin American Heritage Month, can you? Yeah. Oh, I'm on the fence about mango passion fruit, but I do really like all of the other ones. Rainforest Jungle I thought would be my favorite, but I think my favorite has to go to the Festival de las Flores. This is just a gorgeous candle and a gorgeous, like, creamy floral. I cannot decide if I'm going to be burning any of these anytime soon. I think they're going to have to wait until spring or summer. So it might be a little while until I follow up. But I would highly recommend getting into the store and putting your nose on them and seeing what you think. The upsetting thing about the Festival de las Flores is that it's got the thick ropey tree stump wicks. Usually the candles with the thin core wicks like this do much better for me. Brown sugar coconut. Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of whipped coconut milkshake that came out for SAS. It's a little bit similar to that, but I think it's a bit stronger. Yeah, okay. I'm happy with these. Like, I kind of wish they were a bit more seasonally appropriate, but hey, what can you do? They will, they'll sit in my candle closet until they spark joy and I decide that it's time to fire them up. Man, this mango passion fruit one. Freshly squeezed Tropicana juice. Anyways, that's all I have for you folks today. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you for watching. Like I said, I'll be back in a couple more hours here with a second candle haul for you this Saturday. Oh, I have been shopping, guys. I have been a shopping. Anyways, I'll also be back tomorrow with my weekly wax wrap up. You should stay tuned for that. Give me a like, comment on this video, subscribe to my channel. That would mean the world to me. You can follow me on Instagram at allabootcandles. Email me your burning questions at allabootcandles@gmail.com. And until next time, my candle-loving friends, let's burn some candles and bitch about it. Thanks, folks. Bye now.